Welcome to the 19th Hague Roundtable on Climate Security.
I thought it was a really good roundtable. My main takeaway was a better sense of the complexity of the challenges that are facing the Arctic.
Sometimes it's too hot, sometimes it's too cold. Sometimes it's a little bit of both.
We really need to have a better understanding of the basic fundamentals of what is going on in terms of climate change. We need science for that in order to predict what is going to happen in the future and to prepare for that.
What happens in the Arctic does not stay in the Arctic. It affects the whole globe.
You see the sea ice melting, you see shipping lane, you see the easier access of raw materials. The sea level rise could have effect on the Netherlands. When people come together, diplomats, different governments, the science community, NATO, I think it's really important to get together and to have discussions.
Not every Indigenous community faces the same issues. Not every community has severe climate change, but I would say that every community is a stakeholder in adapting to new climate strategies. From a federal government perspective, from a territorial government perspective, and an international perspective, we have collaborations that are ongoing, and I think that we need to improve the relationship building that we have with Indigenous people in the Arctic to better understand how climate change is affecting not just northern people, but the governments that are represented in those territorial regions.
We have a lot of unheard voices still in global negotiations, especially when it comes to Indigenous knowledge, and that we need more stakeholders to be at the table from different disciplines like social science, environmental science, military places, and economists.
I think the term, the Arctic climate paradox, is exactly what we need to get across to the military and some of the decision makers. Yes, the ice is opening up. Yes, there's more possibility of operating. But on the downside, there's so much issues on weather changing. It makes it more difficult to operate rather than easier.
We made a new polar strategy where we combine all these elements and where we put a policy for the Netherlands for the future and how to deal with the polar region, because it's also our backyard.
I think we're seeing a tremendous amount of geopolitical change in the world. It's a difficult international environment that we're all working in. It's a real moment though for Canada, for the Netherlands, for countries that share the same democratic values and the significance of human rights and the importance of dealing with climate change to find ways to work together. I think with a greater sense of urgency than ever before and probably a greater sense of determination as a result.